that.
He got it. He just did it.
It's called a little baby bird of I can go home now. This store's over. I did what I needed to do.
Here's an aspect of life on the road you probably don't think about. We have to get our oil changed about once every few thousand miles. So this is our third oil change on this tour.
It's going to be Fish Daddies or Taco Cabana.
Fish Daddies.
We're going to go get ourselves killed at Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I'm totally not down with Fish Daddies. Check out these fancy chandeliers. This is the other side of Donna's head, which you may not have seen, because normally I'm on the other side. Yes, there it is. Soft skin. Yeah.
I'm Voltaire and I'm eating tacos.
See, that's what he sounds like.
That's what I sound like now. I kind of have to.
What voice he uses on stage. You're just mad.
It's fake. It's a put on, like Eminem's front. Whatever that means. Eminem's front. Eminem's front. It's a put on. I don't know what it means either. That's what the man said on the radio.
Like you can look at the special effects on it, and I like watching the bonus features on the DVDs to see how they did it. You know, to see what all the numbers were.
I like watching the behind the scenes too. Although I kind of feel like while I love watching that stuff, and while people are obviously really interested in how the effects are done, I feel like it's really sort of taken away, you know, from a time when no one knew how special effects were done.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, in 1933 when King Kong came out, people saw a quote-unquote giant ape on the screen. There were people who had like heart attacks and ran out of the movie theater screaming. And there's just nothing you can really put on the screen now where anyone's going to believe is real.
Right.
Anything fantasy-oriented, horror-oriented. People are very jaded and they're not going to run out of a movie theater screaming because they know it's fake. And not only do they know it's fake, they know exactly how it's done.
Right.
So I kind of have a mixed feeling.
Well, I think we're in a place now where everything is suspect. You know, it's all. You immediately go, oh well, you know, even if you can't technically say, oh, this is how it was done in a computer, you can be like, oh, that was CGI or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, also, I mean, you know, to take it to another level, we are so jaded because advertising has gotten so ironic and so clever that, I mean, to give you an example, I was walking down the street in Manhattan the other day, and there was a wanted poster. And, it was an honest-to-God wanted poster, and it was for arms smuggling, arms smuggling. And I instantly looked at it and went, movie project.
Right.
You know, it's some kind of advertising for a film. And I looked closer and it was. You know, and it's eventually there's just going to come a time when we're just not going to believe absolutely anything we see anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of, I mean, I know that's certainly how I feel with, you know, anything you see on the internet. Politics, I don't even believe the news anymore, you know. No, I didn't believe the news anymore, you know. It feels very strange turning it to anyway.
You
know how it feels.
Look, let me teach you something, okay? You never were very good at centering yourself.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've gotten
I'm
a lot.
amazingly good at it because this is what I do all day long.
Yeah.
I sit at home. It's more like this, actually.
Yeah.
I make my own cornrow moves. Well, I'm really not very good at centering myself either.
See, it's backwards.
It's a little disoriented.
Yeah, see, first one to criticize. But anyway.
So, children don't play with dead things, which are scary.
Yeah, my horror movie pick is children shouldn't play with dead things.
But what about now? What about as an adult? Would it be The Exorcist, or would it be...
The Exorcist will probably always be the film that scared me the most. Well, again, I think it comes down to when I saw it.
Yeah.
I can't remember a film that I've seen in my adulthood that's really scared me.
I have one. I have one that absolutely scared the big fuck out of me. Exorcist 3.
Yeah.
Exorcist 3 I saw a few years ago, and it scared me. Okay, like it did. I always call this cheating a little bit. The jump. When something jumps.
Right.
It's kind of cheating, but at the same time, I watch so many horror movies and you always know.
Right.
Because either you have the music cue or you have the lack of music cue. Sometimes the lack of music is when you know that it's just not.
Right.
Like,
and then also the frame is mysteriously framed like this.
Yeah. So then you know.
Like you just know that any second.
Don't do it because I won't.
Something's gonna jump out and grab.
Any second, Voltaire's going to get us into an accident.
Yeah.
Again.
Maybe I should try opening the door again on the highway.
That was such a bad idea.
Especially with the cops.
In a city full of bad ideas.
Yeah, I'm really sorry we didn't get that on tape because Voltaire had the door open. We're driving by cops.
Like at 70 miles.
Yeah, 70 miles an hour. It was.
I should point out that it might not have been so bad if it was a door that opens out, but a sliding door on a minivan, don't open it on the highway. Bad. The cabin depressurized. Little masks came down. It's very traumatizing.
Exorcist 3. I found it disturbing. There were just little moments, little gems in that movie that just stuck with me, and I would close my eyes at night, and that's all I could see. I'd be walking down the hallway, and that was all I could think. Looking behind me to wait for somebody to jump out and cut my head off or something. I mean, this was only a couple of years ago, too. And it really stuck with me, and I couldn't shake it for the longest time.
And Blair Witch stuck with you pretty hardcore too.
I hated Blair Witch.
Well, and the difference is Donna has a much more legitimate reason than I think a lot of people do for having that.
And this is something that I have noticed in talking to a lot of people that were raised in urban environments, it didn't do anything for them.
Okay.
It didn't scare them. People who were raised in the woods, it scared the shit out of them because
y'all are stupid.
Because that's what it feels like. You can be out hiking in some places in this country in the middle of the day, perfectly blue, bright, wonderful, clear day, and suddenly realize that you don't know where you are. And suddenly things start getting really, really weird, and that wood starts getting really, really small around you, and it's very frightening and very disorienting. And there was they captured that sense in that movie really, really well, and that was something I was super familiar with. Are you going to say boring?
I was going to.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
Now you know we've evolved. Because now I'm restraining myself from yelling.
Boring!
You know what? Never mind.
That's fine. Boring is fine.
Boring is the new black.
Boring!
All right, Steve, what about you?
Let's see. There are little things here and there, like the cut scenes in Event Horizon stuck with me because, like
all the flashes.
Yeah, there are these little flashes of just like this insane brutality that you never get literally more than like a quarter of a second on. I'm trying to think of what else.